The radiator is in, you want to work on the thermostat.
Yes. So in a typical situation when you would do your thermostat, take the cap off, go underneath down at the bottom, there's a petcock, you turn it left, drain your fluid out of the system.
Do you need to show that?
No, because we're all empty right now from...
Right, but is someone going to know what you're talking about, or do you need to go down there and show?
No, they'll know with it, but
okay.
It's right down on the right back side corner. The thermostat housing is located right over here. It's right there. I have it out now at the moment. The two bolts were 8 millimeter. The bottom one's nice and easy. The top one was a little tricky. Use this contraption here with a little swivel, and I was able to angle it, sticking my arm down here to get the top bolt. So that's the old piece, and this is going to be the new one. I already got it in place. You want to make sure that this little piece here goes into the groove area that's in this housing. You place that in, and I'm going to start bolting it back. Also, what I do is I put anti-seize on the bolts. This way it makes it easy if you ever have to deal with them ever again, because aluminum and steel has a corrosion factor sometimes, and then it'll be like welded in there to try to get it out again.
All right.
I use that on the bolts. It just makes it easy to deal with in the future.
Do you want to show them exactly where it goes?
Yeah. Right there. That's it.
All right, John, I just saw you struggling. What were you doing?
The fun part, the top bolt on this housing.
Oh,
Basically,
boy.
This is the contraption I'm using. There might be better ways, but this is what I'm using. This is what I have.
And what are you doing?
Stick your arm down here, and you gotta find the bolt. And it's not easy. It's right. Basically, you gotta stick this thing on.
Not easy to actually find. I may need you to take this camera and put it down there so that they could actually see where your hand is at.
Well, I am not moving because I just finally got it on, so I can show the volume on after.
Okay.
Well, basically, you just gotta kind of feel your way around with your fingers. It's not easy. Probably should have did it without the radiator, and it would have been a lot easier. Like an idiot, I waited, thinking that I could do it, and I can. It's just annoying.
And that's just bolting it in place. You had something on the bottom, right? There was a bolt at the bottom.
The bottom bolt's nice and easy.
And then this is
the top.
The top bolt, and that's it. No more bolts after this.
No.
Okay.
So, and then I gotta put the hose back on and fill her up. So the housing is done. I'm gonna do the hose. The hose I like to use, instead of using the flatheads, you can use a flathead screwdriver. I like to use a socket because it never slips off, never strips. It's nice and easy. So I'm gonna start with going onto the upper housing, top hose, and then the other one goes to the radiator. So, all right, so that's the housing. Is right there, the black. So the housing, the hose is gonna go like that, and then it's gonna go to the radiator, which goes right there.
That's it. So all the hoses are back. Everything is back.
Everything's back.
How much does your radiator take?
It came out. I have to probably buy another gallon. So far I've taken these are this is 1 gallon right now I'm putting in. All right, so we're at the moment of startup. A couple of things. From doing removing this fan and all, I had to refill the power steering fluid. Basically runs the pump actually runs the fan. It's called a hydraulic fan. So I had to refill this. I put 2 gallons in so far. You take off the bleeder screw here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep pouring. Once the thermostat goes on, it's gonna suck in more antifreeze, and then I'm gonna add more. And I gotta add it until the bubbles stop here.
So we're gonna see bubbles there.
Yeah, bubbles gonna start coming out.
I would have to do this and you'll see bubbles.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're not at the stage of the thermostat being open yet. So I'm gonna start her up now. I'm gonna wait for the engine to warm up.
Okay.
And then it'll start sucking the fluid. I gotta add more as it's going on, you know.
I have one question.
What's that?
And I don't know. It could be because I just don't know cars. You had to remove all the power steering fluid. You had to put it back in. Is that because when you took off the hoses down below,
Yeah.
one of them was to the power steering?
Yes, so
Okay.
the pump actually runs the fan, which is very unusual on cars. Normally they have an electric fan, but the power steering pump actually runs this fan.
For this Jeep.
Yeah,
It's,
for this
okay,
Jeep.
got it.
So these lines, I had to disconnect when I removed this whole fan assembly. And
Got
the
it.
radiator. So, it was a learning experience for me because I never seen one before.
All right. So now you're going to start the car?
So now
Is it going to start?
Yeah, it's going to start right up.
Dun, 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 dun. Awesome! All right. Johnny's backyard mechanic shop.
Alright, so now I'm going to watch here.
Okay.
As soon as it starts dropping, then I'm going to start in. That means that the thermostat goes. Ready to go. As soon as I start seeing it drop, I will start in. You gotta watch for bubbles here. You can actually
Oh, yeah, yeah.
no leaks. Little spillage on my part. It gets messy. That needs to fill. You gotta fill real slow on these.
Okay.
Keep a roll of paper towel ready for yourself. Let me know when you need it.
Should I be looking for bubbles, John? Should I look for the bubbles yet?
Not yet.
Oh, so now the antifreeze is coming out.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted. Okay.
To do that until the bubbles stop, and then you put your plug back.
So we have to watch this not bubble out of the hole.
Yeah, you watch here, make sure it stays high,
Okay.
and you keep an eye on here. If you start to see drop, you gotta add here.
Okay.
Right now, and then you see, right now it's bleeding the system, so the air in the system. You have to get this out. Very important with this Jeep.
And if you didn't, what happens?
Evidently, you can get an airlock, you can get overheat in certain parts of the head, and you can drop a valve.
Okay. Oh, I just saw a bubble.
Very important. So that stops the bubble. And I put the plug back. I gotta keep a look here too, because sometimes they'll find a void in the head somewhere.
So how long would you say you're going to keep an eye on this?
Run until I stop seeing bubbles.
Could it be 10 minutes?
I've heard it could be as long as a half an hour.
As long as a half an hour. Okay, well, we're not going to run this video for a half an hour. All right. So everyone gets the idea of what they need to do now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, you don't want to see any bubbles whatsoever. It just should stay flat. Flat, no bubbles. You can see bubbles every once in a while until that stops, then you put your plug back. See how it keeps bubbles?
Yeah. All right. All right, we'll come back when you're done with this part of the
The other
project.
thing I got to do too is I will check this again because now the hose is going to suck in fluid. I brought it up to the height that it's supposed to be. If you remember, the hoses require fluid also to be held in the fan itself. So I will have to add again here.
Okay.
That'll be, then I'm almost done. Success.